What up, y'all? This is no copyright music, don't worry. Oh, yo, son. Don't test my blade, dog. Master Sensei 84 is here, yo, with a new Comic Haul video. Hold up. Oh, he put the chat up. Oh, what? Let me sheath my blade, yo. I never told you guys, but I just got my black belt. I've been training for the past like 17 years. And my master, just getting my blade. So let me just put this down. This is a lethal weapon. All right, let me just put it down. All right. How was that? Was that cool? Now that's an entrance, yo. You know what I mean? Let's see who's in the house. Ruben, what up, man? Good to see you. The Beast is in the house. Great job on your interview today. I caught some of it. Just killing the game. Will, hats off to you. Ron, good to see you, brother. The Unruly Simeon, my main man. It was great to see you. Hiya Lucha Libre. What's up, man? Yo, I miss my boy Hialeah. We need to link up on something soon, if you ask me. What up, D? No, I made sure. It says copyright-free music right in the, in the link. So I'm safe. Oh, no, it's trouble, man. Here's 90. Good to see you, 90. Yes, 84 Ronin. That's correct. I am a Ronin. Biggie Shaq, what up? You don't see nothing? You saw that Cold Steel. You saw that Cold Steel, man. Southern Comic Geek, great to see you. Mr. Garrel, great to see you as well. What did Ruben say? Don't want to catch a roundhouse kick to the face while you're wearing that thing on your hip. That's right. Mr. Mag Musings, Bill, good to see you. Jaguar, what up, man? House to the end. Great to see all you guys here. Funkadelic, what's up, man? Okay. 90, all good for tomorrow. Whoa, what's going on tomorrow? Oh, look at this. Speaking of Hialeah, guess who's sitting down next week with the Beast? Okay. Okay, then. Okay. All right, man, we're here. So I got like 2 short boxes beside me. I definitely got some books that, I'm prepared to share with you guys, show you some hot stuff. For the opening monologue segment of today's show, hold on, this thing keeps beeping. For the opening monologue of today's show, we're going to talk about Tom King, all right? I generally don't get into comics gate type and political type topics really on my streams because, quite frankly, I don't even really give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't really preoccupy myself too much with that, and I'm not really hard stance on the topic one way or the other. Just like with most things, both sides usually have some merit to them, you know, but it just tends to get pushed to the extremes on both ends, and it turns me off from the whole thing. That's when it turns into a shit show. But yeah, I'm sure there's some merit to the things that the comics gay guys point out, and there's merit to the people that say, hey, comics gate's kind of whack. So whatever, I get it. But look at this shit with Tom King today, man. Tom King posted this on his Twitter, because I'm already not a big Tom King fan. I don't really dig his writing style, and he comes off to me as kind of like smug, like a smug type dude. And he's like totally proving my point, my suspicions about him being kind of like a tool. So today, he writes, today, DC, this is breaking news, by the way, on the 84 network, man. This shit just went down today. Today, DC put out an alternate cover to Rorschach because him and Jorge Fornes are going to put out a Rorschach Black label, which I'm kind of pumped for. I would rather that Tom King was not writing it. He just disappoints me on the reg. But Jorge Fornes is like an ideal artist for that. Oh, don't worry, Big. I'm gonna lay out the whole story. I got all the evidence to bring you up to speed if you're not aware. Okay, and I'm just gonna give you my input on it because I feel kind of strongly about this shit, which is why I was compelled to even bring this up because this just got me salty. I just really was disappointed by this whole fucking thing and just like annoyed, man. Today, DC put out an alternate cover to Rorschach by Jay Lee. Jay Lee's the man. I've been a fan of him for a minute. Who has also done covers for COMICSGate, a hate group. Hold up, dog. Hold up. COMICSGate is not a publisher. Is not a comic book publisher. And a hate group is a pretty strong word to use for what those guys are. Anyway, DC does not consult creators on alternate covers. I reached out to them to express my deep disappointment. As far as I'm concerned, this is the cover to Rorschach 1. Okay. Hey, what up, Discovery? Just a Rican in his comics. So, I got more pieces to this puzzle that I'm going to show you, but let's just examine this fucking thing for a sec. So, whoops. Is there another way I can show this? Yeah, well, I'll do it like that. You guys saw the tweet. So, he comes out and calls out Jay Lee, who, by the way, Jay Lee, this thing keeps beeping. He calls out Jay Lee, who is like a 20-plus year veteran in the game. Like, Jay Lee goes as far back as like that Namor run, right? He worked on that Namor run. That's like 1992. Like, Jay Lee's been in the comic book industry for a long fucking time. And he has fantastic artwork. And this motherfucker doesn't even have a Twitter. So he's not on the Twitter commenting on political topics. He's just a working artist, bro. And for him to call him out, like, he's pretty much saying, he's like calling Jay Lee someone who's a part of a hate group. And don't get it twisted, like these words, hate group, which is like these weird vague words, it means a racist group. And it usually means a white supremacist group is usually what hate group means. Jay Lee is fucking Korean, man. Like, Tom King, are you really trying to say, you really think it's appropriate to go on your Twitter and say, yo, 20-year plus veteran of the comic industry is a Korean man is part of a white supremacy group? Like, you're really willing to put yourself out there like that? Like, what are these dudes thinking, bro? They just want to earn like cool points, I think, woke points. Very frustrating. And the crazy thing is, this motherfucker did a variant cover to your book that you're about to sell. This dude really went out there and said, don't buy the cover B of my book that I'm putting out. Like, what a baffling fucking comment. And then here's the beauty part. Okay, well, now watch this. And then it was 5 hours later. This all happened today. So he posted that earlier this morning. Then a few hours later, dude, he posts this. Look. A few hours later, he posts this. I spoke with Jay. He's not on Twitter. He didn't even know Comicsgate existed and doesn't support hate of any kind. We're all good. Best possible outcome. Yo, the nerve of these guys. Don't worry, guys. I checked it out, and I got confirmation that Jay Lee doesn't support hate of any kind. Don't worry, guys. Best possible outcome. The best possible outcome is you kept your fucking mouth shut, and if you really felt some kind of way about Jay Lee, get in touch with him. You guys are in the same industry. You could probably get his number. He's a 20-plus year veteran in the game, like I said. I think he deserves enough respect to be reached out to before you go on blast. Like, people's careers get ruined, dude. Like, that's not a light statement to make of, hey, guys, just want to put out there that he's part of a hate group. That's pretty much what he said. Jay Lee's part of a hate group. Like, yo, your career can end off that. Well, I don't know his family situation, but what if his wife doesn't work? And what if, like, they live off Jay Lee's the breadwinner and makes his living off comic art? Tom King, are you really willing to go out there and end this motherfucker's livelihood? Jay Lee? And Jay Lee didn't even say anything Comicsgate related. Like he said, he didn't even know Comicsgate existed. Best possible outcome. Like, how stupid can you be? And this, oh my God, this is so moronic. I spoke with Jay Lee. He doesn't support hate of any kind. Motherfucker, who are you going to hit up? How else would that conversation go? Hey guys, I just hit up Jay Lee and I spoke to him and he told me that he does in fact support hate of many kinds. What the fuck do you think they're going to say? You check the record that he doesn't support hate of any kind. Are you stupid? Like, Jay Lee knows better to not get involved in this world, you know? And when you really think about it, so this is Jay Lee's crime. And I want to make a larger point in a second about this. This is Jay Lee's crime right here. We'll make this big because it's pretty cool. So, when you really think about it, all Jay Lee did was draw a comic book cover. So to give you more why he even said that, right? What brought this about to say he does work for Comicsgate? This is Jay Lee's crime. He drew a cover of a fucking frog. He drew a frog cover, okay? And he did it for Ethan Van Sciver. Right? This is Cyberfrog is Ethan Van Sciver's project. So, what's the big deal? Like, it's so crazy. And then it's almost sad to post. This will be the last fucking slide, okay? And then I'll dismount with my salient point. Let's see. So I'll give you the cliff notes of this big thing. Jay Lee found, this, like I said, this all happened today. He makes a post on Instagram because he's an artist. So all he has an Instagram for is like show his art, So he's like, I don't even have a fucking Twitter. He's like, he says that his dog, this is the saddest response. This is like made me feel so bad. This made me feel even worse. He's like, the gist of this is, hey guys, my dog died that I've had for a long time. He's a member of my family. I was spending this Sunday going to the beach to spread my dog's ashes that I love that passed away a week ago. I was going with my wife to spread my dog's ashes, and I started getting blown up by employers, people at DC, friends, co-workers, and they're all like, yo, Jay, I didn't know you were part of a hate group. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then he sees the Tom King thing, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, bro, I'm not part of any group. I don't even have a fucking Twitter. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with this. And he says, I'm writing this because I'm angry. These irresponsible tweets are not harmless. They don't just go away. They have real-world consequences. They can take away your job, your life. His wife and I got robbed of a special day. So no, we're not all good because Tom King says, don't worry, it's all good. He goes, please don't drag me into a world I never wanted to be part of, nor I ever will want to be a part of. Okay. So, what's the takeaway from such a silly exchange, such a stupid exchange, right? I think the takeaway is, and this is the message that even we can fucking take some heed to. People need to learn how to disagree with each other. You know what I mean? Like, people can have different fucking views. Just because, like, it seems to me that, because Comicsgate is just a really right-wing point of view put into the comic book world, right? It's nuanced. There's some guys that are, more hardcore about it than others, whatever, but it's not a Nazi. It's a fan of it. It's comic book nerds, dude. It's fans of comic books. It is what you think it is. It's comic book fans that feel like comic books are too woke and they're not crazy about, changing the races and the genders of characters. Like, it's a predictable, Comicsgate is that's another sad thing. Because we have like two political parties, like right and left, everyone's take is mad predictable. I already know what the right-leaning guy's take is going to be. Even if I didn't even watch it, I just look at, okay, you're a right-wing guy? Okay, you're probably upset that they changed genders of characters, they pander to minorities, there's too much woke political messages in the books, blah, blah, blah. All right, okay, pretty predictable. And the left side is like, those guys are Nazis. Like, they push that you're a hate group, you're racist, you're Nazi. Like, yo, you're taking it too far. Like, you can just disagree with them. And Ethan Van Sciver, for whatever you will, I mean, I watched him on Gem Mint. The dude's not a fucking, he's not like a terrorist, is my point. You can disagree with him, but you don't need to put the man out of business. Like, you're trying to he's actively trying to blackball Ethan Van Sciver. And that's what Ethan Van Sciver was so upset about and why he started railing about, Comicsgate to begin with, is like, yo, especially during the Trump era, it's like, if you said, hey, I voted for Trump and I'm like a Republican guy, like, you would get blackballed out of a job. Like, that's crazy. And it shouldn't be that way. That ain't right. If you got talent and you can put out a good product, it doesn't matter what you fucking vote on. So just because he has a right-wing ideology or whatever, he shouldn't be blackballed. And you shouldn't publicly shame artists that just collaborate with him. As far as I can see, Jay Lee just got hired for a job. I bet you Ethan Van Sciver said, hey, yo, you're a dope artist. Want to do a variant cover? Jay Lee's like, yeah, sure. Here's my page rate. Here's when I can have it to you. And Ethan Van Sciver was probably like, bang, cut the check. And done. Was a business transaction. You think they got together and had a fucking political debate when he hired him to do a cover? No. I highly fucking doubt it. So anyway, maybe we can implement that amongst ourselves, with each other, of just because we have different point of views, perhaps we can just leave it at that and disagree with each other and not like shame the other person. Like, the example of that happens in this community is like, oh, well, if you have a top 10 hot list, like Comic Tom gets all kind of grief. Oh, he's a hot list guy. He's only worried about keys, blah blah blah. And like you shame him, like fuck that guy. It's like, no, maybe he just looks at the hobby a different way. Some people, oh, you don't read your comic books. How often do you hear that? These kids don't read their comic books. They're only buying them for the covers, blah blah blah. Fuck it. Let them enjoy. That doesn't bother me. If you guys are buying your books and not reading them, I could give a fuck. You know, welcome to the hobby. Enjoy it how you may. You know? So it's like, yeah, just leave it at that, is my point. The only reason I'll like shun someone is if they're personally a shitbag. Not if I disagree with them. All right. Rant over. I have some really good comics to show you. Let me just breeze through the chat. I know the chat was going, but I didn't want to lose my train of thought. And I don't want to get like too into it, but I would like to just at least get a pulse, you know what I mean, on what you guys thought about that. Tool of the week goes to Tom King, says 90. Thank you. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's not a white guy. But Tom King knows that. He's Jay fucking Lee, man. Jay Lee is a very talented artist. And he got commissioned by Comicsgate. You would think he got commissioned by the Gestapo to do a swastika cover. Come on, man. Tom King can take a hike. Yes. 84 is hot. 90, that's right. Oh, come on. God damn it. Yeah, like people have different ways to collect. Like, what's an example? Burke family, my boy Burke, right? Burke Family Comics, Burke Nasty, aka the artist formerly known as Burke Nasty. If you ask Burke Nasty, hey, what's your grail in your collection? He's gonna bust out some kind of Power Rangers variant, right? The same guy that has an ASM 129 and a Batman 251. And this motherfucker's gonna say, this Power Rangers from Boom Studios is the grail in my collection. And he spends ungodly amounts of money on them. I couldn't be more, I couldn't be less into the Power Rangers. And I couldn't disagree with him more that is like a, you know, the best grail that he has. However, I'm glad that Burke Nasty's in the community. I'm glad that we just got different interests, different tastes. It's dope having Burke in there and he's fucking representing for Power Rangers and that's his banger. Hell yeah. I respect him for that. That's dope. You know, I don't agree. I don't like co-sign on it, but you know, same thing with Ninja Turtles fans. I would never spend thousands of dollars on like a TMNT 1 and like big TMT fans. I just can't connect with it. But it ain't my money. I ain't spending money on it. Some things EVS has said has crossed the line. Some things said to him have crossed the line. Yeah, right. However, even if he says things that cross the line, does that mean he's not allowed to participate in commerce in the comic book market? If he puts out a comic book that people enjoy, can he not do business? Like with the cancel culture thing, seems to be like, you need to be of the highest moral purity. You must have no hot takes. You must be completely respectful of every type of person in the world and be sensitive. Fuck that, dude. We're talking artists and creators. Can you imagine the shit that was being said in the Marvel bullpen back in the 60s with Kirby and Ditko and Stan Lee? I can only fucking imagine. Kirby probably beat his wife. Stan Lee was probably racist. Ditko, who knows? Evicted a bunch of minorities from an apartment building. I can't. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm just pulling it out of my ass. But do we enjoy those comics from the 1960s less because of what the fuck Kirby did when he went home and after he punched out? No. We just got the product and we enjoyed the art for what it is. Artists are eccentric motherfuckers, bro. They're going to have hot takes. They're going to this and that. I don't want no moral, creative types don't need to, hold some high moral standard. No, I didn't hang out. Oh, you hung out with Burke. I thought you were going to say I hung him out to dry. No, I was giving Burke a shout out of like an example. Yeah, it is like we're a couple steps away from 1984, Orwell. It's like, let's just learn to disagree with each other, y'all. It ain't that serious. People you disagree. I love when people disagree. I kind of wish people disagreed with me more, in a public format anyway. I wish people disagreed with me more. Because I like shooting the shit, and I like point counterpoint type discussions. As long as like people getting, as long as we're being like respectful and you're not talking like shit about my mother and stuff, we're gonna be fine. Okay. Hey, what up, JoJo? Good to see you. Daymares, good to see you. Cousin Dave, great to see you, man. Great to see you. Amen. Okay. I'll come on and tell you why you're wrong about ASM 300. That's a good one. Yes, I would love to have that kind of conversation. And what he's talking about is I said ASM 300 is overhyped. Yeah, I wish the world could have decent debates too. Exactly. It's very unproductive. You got me, Gray Man. You got me. What's up, Collectible? Okay, and Jackson Royrick. What up, man? Are you ready to see some comics? The main event, 27 minutes of ranting. My apologies, but I think, yeah, it was just a perfect storm. I've been a Jay Lee fan for years. Tom King has rubbed me the wrong way for years, and this was just annoying. Okay, so here's a couple new type books. I had to stop by the mall today, and I stopped into a Newberry Comics, and I picked up the Bruce Timm variant of Spiderwoman, which I dig. I think it's a pretty cool. It almost looks like it's like colored pencils. It almost has like that Peach Momoko aesthetic, you know. Yeah, you know what? I think maybe we could use. I just need a quick second to take a breather. Just a quick palate cleanser with this word from our sponsors, guys.
Kellogg's waits for you, that spirit comes shining through, promising you a great day.
Okay. Good. Thank you to my sponsors. Appreciate that. Oh, hello, J Hood. Good to see you, man. And you know what? I'm kind of glad that you popped in here, because talk about a palate cleanser. Let's do this for a palate cleanser. Ready? Now that J Hood has arrived. Oh my God. Dave. That's such a regional reference. Nate Lyons, home of warehouse prices. Nate Lyons. Best I can do is sing it. Home of Warehouse Prices. J Hood, I saw this today and I was blown away by your art, like I always am. This one really takes the cake, though. Sorry. Look at this, man. J Hood did a connecting cover of Sabretooth and Wolverine. This is top shelf artwork, J Hood, and I need to get you that concept for mine. Because, dude, ooh, that's pro grade stuff. Pro grade stuff, man. Great job. You are killing it. So again, we have the Bruce Timm variant of Spider-Woman. I got myself a Newberry Comics exclusive of Hip Hop Family Tree, the Flavor Flav variant cover, man. This being, you know, the project of my homie from Cartoonist Kayfabe fame, Ed Piskor. There he is right there. Pretty cool. He's got like the old Marvel anniversary format. Let's see if I can name these rappers. Let's start in this top left. So I'd say that's Tupac. Flat Top Guy, I don't know. Damn, that chick with the shotgun, I don't know. Okay, now we got the Fat Boys. Those are the Fat Boys. LL Cool J, Beastie Boys, Biggie, Busta Rhymes, Slick Rick, Run DMC, Humpty Hump from Digital Underground, NWA. This is pretty easy. Who else we got? Who's that at the bottom? Eric B, maybe? Public Enemy, Kid and Play. Who is that white guy? Who the hell is that white? Maybe Rick Rubin? Biz Markie and what's his name? The dude from the Ghetto Boys. What's the little guy from the Ghetto Boys name? Bushwick Bill. Bushwick Bill. Oh, yeah, good call. Big Daddy Kane with the flat top. Yep. I never got into Big Daddy Kane too much. Eric Clapton? It does kind of look like Eric Clapton. Yeah, it is Rick Rubin. Yeah. Well, you know why I didn't recognize him? It's because the Rick Rubin I know always has that massive beard. And this dude has like a short goatee, you know? But I guess back in the 80s, he probably did have a short beard. Anyway, pretty cool. I'm glad to have some, you know, a piece of that run. I grabbed Marvel Holiday Special, which is a sweet Arthur Adams, one of my favorite artists, Art Adams cover. And look what Cap's saying. Stop that bearded man on a Marvel Holiday Special. Could it be? Is the whole Marvel Universe going to beat down Santa Claus? I mean, I don't even really know what's happening on this cover. Like, why are all the heroes trying to beat down Santa Claus? What did Santa Claus do to deserve the wrath of the Marvel Universe? I don't know. Maybe I'll read that one and find out. All right, now we're going to get some old school books. Let's see. Oh, these are cool. Oh, you know what? That's a good call. That's a quick wit right there. He might be a Skrull. He might be a Skrull. Ooh, Santa breaks into homes. That's a good point. B&E. And maybe he is it animal abuse, what he does to the reindeers? Perhaps. Yeah, even Punisher. Yeah, that's what happened. They found out that Santa Claus delivered presents to Ethan Van Sciver's house. And if you deliver presents to Ethan Van Sciver's house, Christmas is canceled. Santa Claus is, in fact, a Hitler wannabe. Oh, you like that Andre the Giant shirt, right? First, I got this at Baltimore Comic-Con, dude. My Andre shirt. I got a couple of these. Rima, the Jungle Girl. Okay? We got some Rima, the Jungle Girl. Some 20 cent, Bronze Age, DC. And, yo, let me show you some of the artwork in these. Because there's some killer artwork, man. Look at the first page spread from Rima the Jungle Girl. Pretty cool. I tell you, man, some of these early Bronze Age and some silver, they're not very forthcoming about who the artist is or who the creative team is, you know? I wish they were better about that. Not so much Marvel. Marvel was good about trying to make they're just better at marketing, I think. Because, you know, Jack the King Kirby, Stan the Man Lee, like they were almost making themselves larger than life as well as the characters, which I think was pretty clever, you know. Oh, that's good. Snap, where are you? Rima, especially with like a New Englander's accent, because the way I would say ream her is probably like, hey, I'd Rima, because I wouldn't use my R. Hey, I'd Rima. Hey, what do you want from me? I'd Rima. Sorry, that was inappropriate. What up, Cardstock? Yes, and I'm glad you mentioned composition, Dave, because it was issue number 2 that had a really like stunning page. Like when I came across it, I was like, whoa. I stood on it for a hot second. It's not this one exactly, but let me just show you the opening page. Pretty cool. And then look at this one page. Where is it? This one. Look at that. Sorry, let me take your comment off. Look at that, dude. He's like trying to remember some stuff, and to superimpose the images over a full page shot of his face, that's pretty fucking cool, man. So, oh, Gray Man, my man. Kubert covers. Yeah, that's right. I knew they were Joe Kubert covers because he has those signed. Joe Kubert covers. Nestor Redondo interiors. Thank you. Well done. Well done. We snagged a pair of 2001 Space Odyssey, issue 3 and 4. You know what I mean? Some Kirby action. Yeah, I'm pretty sure yeah. You'll get a lot of thumbs down just by invoking the name of Ethan Van Sciver. Because he's disagreeable. How dare you? Fucking Tom King. What a bum. I do want to read that Rorschach book, but I'm definitely bootlegging it, man. I'm not buying that shit. He needs to be punished. In my opinion, I would cancel Tom King for that behavior. Like, if you think about it, if I say you were working at a company, and if you were a boss at a company, and you had 2 employees, and one of the employees went and like falsely accused because he retracted it hours later. If one of your employees went into the break room and told all the other coworkers that one of the other guys that works there is a racist and he's part of a hate group, and then the next day retracted it, he would be in trouble. Not the other guy. I would go to that employee, the Tom King employee, and say, dude, you can't go around slandering the other coworkers. That's irresponsible hate behavior, and you're fired. You know what I'm saying? Let's cancel fucking Tom King. I'm down to start that movement. Cancel Tom King. How does he like it? Okay, we still got some. Oh, Dave, you nailed it. And I don't want to get too sidetracked by the Tom King thing, but this is my channel after all. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what you sign up for, is the 84 ADD type of stream. But I completely agree. That's Tom King, I feel, doesn't get the characters' voices right. And they all sound like Tom King. Like, his writing of Batman was wild. I'm like, this doesn't sound like Batman. All the characters sound like they work. All the like in Heroes in Crisis was really bad, where all the characters, when they went in that little confessional thing, they talked like hipster Starbucks baristas. You know what I mean? And they don't talk like crime fighting heroes that have seen some shit in their life. They seem like very fragile people. Amen, Simeon. If one of his crew is a cannibal, as long as he punches and does his job and goes home, you know, what's up? What are you, the police? Yeah, you can't. Come on. Do you have that much of a hard-on for Ethan Van Sciver that you're willing for Jay Lee to be collateral damage? A minority? How dare you? How dare you try to get that Asian American, Korean American artist fired? I can play that game. Like, how dare you treat Jay Lee as collateral damage in your vendetta against Cyberfrog? Like, get a fucking life. Where's your scruples, man? Strange Adventures is a 12-cent DC title that I'm going to show you. And this one is fucking crazy. The Gorilla Witch. Gorilla over the cauldron. Eye patch, baby. Amazing. The man with the computer brain. I didn't really check this one out yet. And then I have Strange Adventures when it transitions into Adam Strange Adventures, who unfortunately is getting the Tom King treatment right now. Speaking of, I haven't read it, so I don't know. Adam Strange Adventures. I haven't read the new Adam Strange book, but let me guess. He's a disillusioned hero who doesn't believe in himself anymore, and maybe he's depressed, and he, I can tell you one thing, he's definitely not like some adventuring fucking hero. He's probably like kind of sad and has a lot of inner turmoil. It's like I thought that it was pretty well done on Mr. Miracle. Even though I think Mr. Miracle has moments of cringe for me, I don't think it's as flawless a work of art as a lot of people tout it to be. But I do think it was well done, and I think it's a good comic. There were just moments like the vegetable dish that they bring to Darkseid at the end. Like, chill with the cutesy, like, oh my god, isn't that LOL so random? Like, Mr. Miracle brought Darkseid a vegetable and dip dish. Isn't that crazy? Like, I don't want to reach it like that. But I think that was good. But he carried, and I thought it was pretty fresh of a concept at the time too. A suicidal, depressed hero who's questioning himself and his role as a hero and all that shit. That was fine. But then you go into Heroes in Crisis, and it was the same kind of thing, like therapy for heroes, and they're self-doubting, and they have a lot of inner turmoil, and they don't feel heroic, you know. And it's like, and then the Batman run with Catwoman, again, Batman, getting like a lot of. I'm not even gonna go there. He's just a one-note writer, in my humble opinion. This one, Another Strange Adventures, with this blockhead dude. Oh. I haven't read Vision, but I hear good things about Vision. All right, let's continue through. Let's continue through. Let's look at some Shadow, shall we? I got a little run of the Shadow here. So we have Shadow number 1, Shadow number 2, Shadow number 3, Shadow number 4, Shadow number 5, 6, and 7. So, pretty sweet. You know, truth be told, like I have a few of these. So this is probably going to be. I bought a short box off this guy who has like a retro game store. Oh, Dave, you would be into it. I can't spill my honey hole on camera like this because I gotta keep that under the hat. But there's a pretty cool retro game store that I think you'd get a kick out of, and perhaps we should check it out together sometime soon. So anyway, I think this will be like in an auction at some point, whenever I do an auction next. So we got that Shadow action. What are we gonna do next? Oh, check these out. You know, if I'm being honest, these might be auctioned too, because I don't really collect Archie stuff, but I couldn't turn it down. Great deal, great condition. Wait till you see the condition of these Archie books. They're all 10 centers, early 1960. So we got Pep number 142. Archie and Jughead do wonderful bird impressions, Daddy. What bird would you like them to imitate? A homing pigeon, he says. Meaning, scram, motherfuckers, go home. Stop hitting on my daughter. But the real story here is how clean this 10-cent Pep comic is. Look at that. Look at the condition on this thing. Not too bad, man. I won't take it out the bag, but oh, baby. Very clean. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. J Hood. We've got another. Betty and Veronica. Equally as clean. All three of these are as clean as the next. Boom. And my favorite one. The one with the devil lady. And again, look how clean this is. I saw this one like sell on eBay. It was graded, but it was like maybe like a 5 or 6, and it was like $150 or something like that. I'm like, wow, dope. This one's better than that condition. Clean. Okay, here we go. Archies are comics of last resort. What does that mean exactly? Archie comics suck, right? Is that what that means? Just say it plain, J Hood. Archie comics suck, is what J Hood said. He wouldn't read it if you paid him, he said. Allow me to transcribe that. He wouldn't reach for an Archie comic if he was out of toilet paper, he said. J Hood said it much classier than me, though. There are comics of last resort. You know what? I'm going to use that line. I'm going to say, it's a very classy way. Next time Burke family starts talking about his Power Ranger comics, I'm like, you know, I'm glad you appreciate them, Burke, but I feel that your Power Ranger collection, that they are comics of last resort, sir. Good day. Shout out to Burke. You're my boy. Gimme war. Horror. Definitely superheroes. Leave those girl books on the shelf, he said. Hold up. I gotta play some kind of clip for that. He said, leave those girl books on the motherfucking shelf. Boom. J Hood has got a feisty side, dude. No, that's awesome. I don't know if my boy 90 is still in the chat, but I got these while I was on a FaceTime with 90 when I was at the flea market. And I didn't even know this thing was a key, but he told me, he was like, bro, that's first appearance of, let me see if you guys know. Do you know whose first appearance is in Mighty Thor 391? Because I did not. I know who the guy is, whose first appearance it is, but I did not know this was his first appearance. Any Thor collectors in the chat? And it's not, no, it's not Mongoose. It's not that easy. Oh, what up, Lasso? Sorry, I didn't see you before. Am I going to get a Betty and Me 16? I don't know. I got to look that up. Great, man. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Those are comics of last resort. Now be gone from this place and don't let the door collide with your posterior on the way out. Good day. Oh, you're getting it now, J Hood. That's a girly book. All right, the answer is, because I guess 90's on the chat. The answer is Thunderstrike, man. 1990s, epitome of 90s character. Thunderstrike, Eric Masterson, I think was his name. Goatee, ponytail, brown jacket, wielding Mjolnir. This is his first appearance. And I got this one too. Okay, I'll look it up, Lasso. He says, look up Betty and Me 16. This one too. Oh, whoops. Betty and Me number 16. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to see some hot shit, dude. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's get this on the video scope. Let's get this on the video scope here. Get on the video scope. Here we go. Let's see how it shows up on the thing. This is the book that, so I'll read it for you because you might not be able to see. Archie, did you have any trouble rescuing me? And he says, I sure did, Betty. I had to beat off 3 other guys. and beat off is in red bold letters. Wow. That's wild. That's wild. He had to beat off 3 other guys just to rescue her. That's commitment. That's commitment. I would not. I'd be like, Betty, I don't care how hot you are. I will not beat off 3 guys for your honor. Very expensive. I would think so. Yeah, those like controversial covers, like double entendre covers, like the Alf one, Alf banging the seal or whatever. They tend to be expensive, and you gotta imagine that it's intentional, right? Okay, just gotta hydrate. I'm going, I'm a one-man show here for you guys. I hope everyone's enjoying the show. I think I know I lost a few viewers throughout there. Maybe the Tom King spiel went a little long. My apologies. But I appreciate you homies hanging out. That's all that matters, man. Okay. Next up. You know what? Let's keep it controversial. Let's stay on this controversial tip. Okay. These books are hard to... You know what? I'm not going to take this book out because these Mylars are difficult to pull books in and out of. This is Spider-Man and Power Pack, free comic. And you'll notice, Metarog would like these because he likes promotional comics. Sponsored by the International Association, produced in cooperation with the National Committee for Prevention of Child Abuse. Okay? And it's featuring the Power Pack. So, child abuse is not a laughing matter. The interesting thing about this book, though, is you see that there's a story with Spider-Man and this young boy in the orange shirt. What happens in this book is it tells the story. Spider-Man goes to console this kid, and he tells him a story about his past. And I don't know if these are Marvel canon or not, but if they are Marvel canon, then there was a white-haired dude named Skip that sexually molested Peter Parker as a young boy. I think before he got bit by a spider, I'm not sure. I would imagine so, because otherwise he would have. But it shows a scene, and it's very direct. It's like this guy Skip, he goes in the closet and pulls out porno magazines, and little Peter Parker looks at it and goes, "Oh, gee, they're not wearing any clothes." And then the other panel, Skip leans into him and says, "Hey, how about you and I touch each other like they're doing in the magazine?" Whoa. And then it cuts back to Spider-Man saying, "You see, I understand, because the young boy in that story, that young boy was me." Whoa. So I learned a lot from this issue. I had no idea that that happened to Spider-Man. Guess what I got at a super bargain? I think I paid $1.50 for this. Hip-hop variants. They're all the rage now, right? Every hip-hop variant's worth at least $50, right? Isn't that how it works now? Oh, really? That was in the collection of the class in elementary school. Wow. School reading. Yeah, I was surprised at how suggestive it was. It was very direct. Hip hop variant of Iron Man. Can anyone in the chat name Biggie Shaq? I'm looking at you. You're supposed to be the hip hop expert. Do you know what album cover this Iron Man comic is swiping? What hip hop album cover is this swiping? Whoever gets it right first will not win anything particular. But, oh, here we go. Chris Barrett swooped in. 50 Cent, get rich or die trying. That's right. You got some Dom Perignon, I don't need Chris. I get high all the time. I smoke that good shit. I get high all the time and I'm on some hood shit. Give me that heroin. What is it? Give me that Joe purple haze and that chocolate. Give me a lighter and a match. I'll spark shit. I get high all the time. I smoke that good shit. That was my jam. That was like a sleeper hit for me. On that, there was the hits, PIMP, Wanksta. But that was my shit. I get high all the time. And that was like high school time for me. So we would go on blunt rides. That was like the jam, yeah, so good stuff. Yeah, a lot of the people came in with the answer, 50 Cent. But Chris Barrett was the first one on the gun, man. Congrats to you. So we got that. I hope you guys enjoyed my 50 Cent rapping. I found some early TMNTs that are pretty cool. I don't really collect them, but I couldn't leave them there because they were in really nice shape. TMNT number 9. I guess I should double check to see if these are first print or not, because didn't Ninja Turtle comics get heavily printed? They are Mirage comics, so they're the first wave. But yeah, dude, Patiently Waiting, bro. Oh my god, Patiently Waiting holds up as one of the illest songs, one of the illest Dre production beats. And I'm not like a big Eminem stan. I love his older stuff, but I'm not one of those guys that's like he's had a perfect career. Sometimes I'm sick of it, but that's one of the illest Eminem verses. Takes me back to high school. TMNT number 22. This book I almost want to take out because well played, Mag Musings. J Hood. I think J Hood just coined a new term in the community. That's a book of last resort, man. Hashtag book of last resort. Let me take this off so I can show you the spread. So you get a nice little Master Splinter page, right? But look at this. Hey, look at that battle scene. Pretty cool. Oh, and look at this. Look at this swipe on the Punisher. The Fanny Whacker. The Fanny Whacker, man. With 2 paddles. Crazy. Anybody got any jokes in the chat for Fanny Whacker? Anything? You got me, man. This is, I tried to get in touch with my feminine side, the Omega, I got the Alpha and the Omega in me. You know what I mean? That's okay. That's quite all right. Oh, somebody said I got a comment on my Instagram. Maybe I shouldn't share this, but you know how I am. I'm okay with oversharing with you guys because it's just you and I. It's just between us, right? It's not like it's on the internet forever. This motherfucker, I got a comment on my video yesterday, or on an Instagram post of a video. It was the one when I was going into the flea market on like last Sunday or whatever. And he comments on the video and says, "Hey, do you wear eyeliner?" I said, "Dog, do I wear eyeliner?" And you know what I replied? I just replied with 3 letters. I said, yes. What the fuck you want me to say? Hey, man, of course I don't. I was just like, yes. Yes, I do. I don't fucking wear eyeliner, man. What do you think? I'm like goth? What do I look like? What's his name? What do I look like? Chris Angel? I ain't no fucking Chris Angel, dude. What do I look like? Dave Navarro? I ain't no Ink Master. Check out these. That is a dope. Look at his arms, though. I'm not sure how I feel about the position of Michelangelo's arms in that cover. Yeah. Bit of rouge as well. Yeah, I know. My cheeks sometimes get a little... It's because I got fucking high blood pressure, bro. Sometimes it gets in my face. You know. I have... And you know what? Like I said, I shouldn't be oversharing. But I've... yeah, lipstick. I've heard that too. Like, hey, you wear lipstick? I'm like, bitch. Because I kind of got like a bigger bottom lip. And I don't know if it's particularly red, but I know it's like... Anyway. You know what's one thing I'll say about Ninja Turtles? Is like, I don't know at what point that they gave all the different Ninja Turtles their corresponding color. You know, the blue, the red, the purple. But that should have been a no-brainer from the beginning. Like, I feel like having them all be red, and the only way you can really tell them apart is through their weapons, is like not really a good idea. Like, they all look the same. Like, there's something about them having different colored shit that kind of gives them their own personality. I can't believe they went so long. Like, this is issue 25. They went 25, 30 issues without realizing that they should have gave them their own color. Whoever did deserves a raise. Whoever came up with that idea. Of course you should make it different colors. Look at Biggie. 84 doesn't, by the way. What, doesn't wear makeup? I hope people know that I don't fucking wear makeup. You don't have to clarify that. Did I leave it ambiguous that maybe I do? Yeah. Turtles aren't bad. Like, I know I said in my earlier thing that, like, I don't really dig on turtles, which is true, but I do think they're cooler than Power Rangers. Okay, this next thing. This next thing is going to blow your mind. It's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. But I'm going to show you something crazy. Yeah. Get ready to go. I found at this shop, because I left with a whole short box, and part of why I left with a whole short box was because this motherfucker had, except for like maybe 4 issues. I think I'm only missing like 4 or 5 issues. The entire run of Commandy, dude. The entire run of Commandy. Look at this. The entire run of Commandy, the last boy on Earth. Edited, written, illustrated by Jack the King Kirby. For like 30 issues. For 30 issues, he he did the art inside. He went for a minute. So it starts from issue 4. I already have issue 1. So I'm missing 2 and 3. And then there's like a couple random ones. I think number, let's see, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I'm missing number 18. And then I'm missing like one in the 30s or some shit. And I got such a crazy deal on it. Now, I don't know if that's a lot of books. You guys don't want me to. Do you want me to go through all these books? You want to see all the covers for these? Maybe I can just maybe just show you some. So that's a lot of fucking books. But isn't that crazy? Because so look, number 4, and then here's the last issue. They use the last issue to try to like propel OMAC. When you pull up the Commandy run in the key collector thing, there's only 2 books that show up. The number 1 issue, first appearance of Commandy, and this issue for some reason. The second to last, they say that it's a scarce issue that has a Karate Kid appearance. All right, let's go through them. I'm seeing votes for Let's See Them. So I will oblige the chat. What else is there? Before I do that, let me just show you these 3. Oh, hold on. I don't want this thing to tip over. Also, at that spot, I got the Marvel Team Up. First Arcade was in there. I already have it, but still, I had to pick it up. And I got these 2 cool. I'm missing one. Let me see. It's like a 3-way connecting cover. But check out these J. Scott Campbell Hulk. See how they connect? There's one more that connects on this side. I need that one. But you get a cool. You know how I dig my She-Hulk, man. So a nice little J. Scott Campbell. I think her body proportions are weird as hell. Like her arms look really short. But look at this midriff. It looks huge. Like tell me her body doesn't look weird. And then that. Oh, wow. Kachung, are you serious? The first 10 issues are worth like 300 in mid-grade? And these are pretty much mid-grade. That's insane. Because, you know, I don't want to go into price. But let's just say, I did all right. Yeah, she looks like a funhouse mirror. Yeah, it looks weird, right? Okay. All right, we're going to end the show with, no, I didn't say the price, Gray Man. No, I don't think I am. Peace out, Jackson. Good to see you. And honestly, I mean, I don't know. It'd be hard to put a number on exactly what I paid for these because I got these and some other things that I had showed you tonight in one swoop. So anyway, we're going to go through these commandees and then we're going to call it a night. All right. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. You guys are cool. So I'm gonna go through the commandees. Then I'm going to do one last Samurai 84 Ronin sword display. You know, I'm going to show you some forms that my master taught me with my new Samurai sword, and then we out. All right? So there's number 4. Five. 6. There's a There's a dude that takes over the covers after Kirby. That he does a pretty good job too. With his great Kirby covers in here. Number 8. Look at that. Ronald Reagan and JFK as like Mount Rushmore. Number 10. Number 11. 12. 13. You practice Ido with your katana? What's Ido? Okay. Battling some more creatures. See, I haven't read too much Commandy, but there seems to be like his homies. One guy has a dog face and one guy has a tiger face. I see those guys around a lot, especially the dog face guy. So I gotta see. Number 16. Pretty cool. The Last Boy on Earth. And it seems just like a cool premise too. Like he's the last human. He's the last human on Earth, right? The last boy on Earth. See, so this is 17 and this is 19. So I'm missing number 18. If you guys ever come across number 18, let me know. Oh, wow. I didn't even see. I wonder. It almost looks like, is this like a quantum leap premise or something? Because look, look what's happening. He's tied to the hood of like a 1930s mobster car. And there's like Al Capone type gangster. See the Tommy gun? Like, what the fuck is happening in this issue? I got to read this one. Because he almost looks like Quantum Leap. Like he just quantum leaped into Al Capone time. Issue number 20. You are leaving Chicago. Come again, come again. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm going to read this run because the premise sounds cool. Crab. Super Crab Man. Number 22. Oh, this one's dope. 23 with this ill shark. 24. 25. Look at these shark planes, man. Just some wild scenarios. Cat-faced guys with like muskets and crop crunchers, bro. I don't fucking know what's going on. Oh. He's surrounded and he's got a gun. So we're only at number 28. Maybe I should pick up the speed. Superman suit. I don't know who this red guy is, but it looks like his name is Ben. There's Dogface Man. Crazy. See, this is where we start getting away from Kirby. Or maybe like a... Yeah, I think this is the issue that you get away from Kirby. And you know what's funny? Is look at this subtlety of... This is the last issue of Kirby. It was this one. Okay? And the next issue after Kirby leaves... Look what it says. Big action issue. It's like they didn't have to say it was a big action issue. on when it was Kirby. So it's almost like, all right, guys, don't bail on us because Kirby left. This is a big action issue. Trust us. $35. I mean, Kubert, he does okay, but these covers, this artwork doesn't have as much oomph. But there's going to be a cover artist that comes up momentarily here that I think he does better than Kubert. It's that one. That one. 40. Master Splinter. 43. 44. 45. That's a Gulliver's Travel. 46 with a ripoff of the Silver Surfer. See these? Yeah, it's this guy. No, not this guy. You get this guy. And now is the guy that I think is second to Kirby. He did the best. Ernie Chiva or some shit. Look at that. Look at his artwork. Ernie Chiva. I really like his style. He has like a tight style that I dig. Commandy transforms into OMAC on that one. Boom. 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, the scarce issue, apparently, with the Karate Kid. And last but not least, man, the final issue of Commandy, 59. So I probably got like 53, 54 issue run out of 59 of Commandy. So do you stand behind that hot take, Chris Barrett, that Joe Kubert is a superior artist to Kirby? I'd be surprised if you. I mean, I don't mind when people prefer certain people over Kirby, but I don't know if Joe Kubert is that guy. You know what I mean? Thanks, Gray Man. Yeah, a lot of Bronze Age DC stuff. So this was a run or a haul right up my boy Gray's alley. Okay. Sorry, let me just get these books situated. No one is that guy. What? No one's better than Kirby? You know, if someone were to try to make an argument for, like, say, John Buscema, I wouldn't be entirely mad at that. Boom. So, don't tell me you fucking, Biggie, don't be abusing your wrench because Chris said something you don't agree with. That's contrary to the point that I made earlier about Tom King. We need to learn how to disagree better. Let me get my fucking samurai sword, dude. Where's my Asian beat? That's funny. Alright, let me give you some swordplay, dog. Oh, what? Look at this blade work, bro. Biggie Shack, you canceled. Chris Barrett, you got canceled. See, this cancel culture is running amok. Biggie Shack is now canceling people. That blade, man. All I know is one thing. You don't want to fucking come in my house trying to go for my comic room. Because I will come out with the katana in hand, bro. If you try stepping into my comic book room, get away from those slabs, Pato, or else you will get. It's a pretty cool sword. There's like a little table out there that kind of needed like a display piece on it, and it's got like this cool little thing that it sits on. So it's, I don't know, it's like a nice little display piece. It's cool. That's hilarious. Now 84 has to commit seppuku to save face. Yeah. You have disgraced my chat, Biggie Shack. To restore my honor, seppuku. Yes. I didn't want to say at first, but this is a Hitori Hanzo sword, man. I just don't want to show you the part where it shows the engraving because I might get kicked off. Yo, welcome back, Chris Barrett. Sorry you had to get canceled like that. He stands by his Q-Bert. It's a free country, Biggie Shack. He stands by his Q-Bert statement. Anyway, there's my fucking sword. There's the show and tell. Boom. Chris says he's the piper of the community. Hot takes abound. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't. I'd be curious. Well, you know, I was going to say I'd be curious of who people put as their top artist, but even me, I'm not even sure I know. Anyway. It's time for me to go. Homies, thank you for kicking it. It was a roller coaster ride of emotion, you know what I'm saying? We started out hot, but we stuck the landing. We saw a bunch of good books. I thank you. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm out. So, let me hit this little thing right here. Until next time, there's my 84 outro. Where are we at? Where are we at? Here it is. Okay, guys. Till next time. Have a good night. Peace.